Hi everyone, hope you're well. So as you can tell by the title, today I'm going to be doing a first impressions of a new to me foundation from the wonderful Dior. I recently went to Harrods Beauty and there is going to be a high-end beauty haul coming soon. This room that I'm in right now is going to be my dressing room slash beauty space, and I'm so excited to see it come together. As you can see from my face, I have colour corrected under my eyes using the Collection Lasting Perfection. This is the stretch concealer in 10, but the rest of my skin is completely foundation free. I've only used the Inculist Omega Water Cream to moisturise. This is like a slightly more affordable version, in my opinion, of the Embryolisse. I would say that is more emollient, but this is a very close second. Let's get into this video. I'm excited. I'm going to do a wear test, but it is pretty late in the day, so I think we should be able to get at least 10 hours, if not, I might stretch it. I'm a bit of a night owl anyway, so let's see. Anyway, so the foundation that I got is in here, and guys, the actual experience of the Dior counter is so nice, honestly. Especially in Harrods, I know you can get Dior in Boots and things like that, but it's really nice sometimes to just go and treat yourself to the counter experience, get properly colour matched. Yeah, the lady there was lovely, so she just added some extra wrapping. I purchased the Dior Forever Skin Glow Foundation. I believe, and from what she was saying as well, is the old version of this is the Dior Star Foundation. And if you've been following me for years and years and years, you all know that I loved that foundation so much, honestly. That was one of my favourites. But I did get her to colour match me for the first time ever, because a lot of you guys have come to the channel from my Dior Face and Body video. I love that foundation so much. In that foundation I was using the shade 3W0, but this one I got 3N in. Colour matched me to it, and I was honestly blown away by how good of a colour match it was. This is what it looks like, very luxurious, what you expect when you're paying £40 for a foundation. This is definitely not cheap at all. But yeah, a really nice, classy, minimal packaging, nice glass bottle, very simple, and then at the back you've got the shade name. It's also got SPF 20, PA++. And then with that, she also gave me some little samples. So I got a Miss Dior Rose Essence mini perfume, which was so nice. And then she also gave me a lip colour swatch. And how cool is this? So you've actually got 4 shades there and a little lip brush. And I know when you order online from the Dior website as well, you get some really cool little goodies as well. I think that's a nice thing about buying from a luxury brand. I would say this is more luxury than high-end, is you do get those extra bits and bobs. Yeah. Anyway, I'm very excited. So this is the shade 3N, and obviously it comes with a pump. I say obviously because some foundations actually don't. But yeah, again, the pump is nice and simple. We've got the CD at the top there. I'm going to do a couple of pumps. Oh, there we go. So as you can see, it's running down my hand. It's quite a nice fluid texture. And I'm going to be applying this with my Beauty Blender today. I don't have a foundation brush that I'm loving right now. My previous favourite one, which was the Morphe one, is unfortunately broken. But I am going to be testing out this as well. This is the Inculist Polyclimatic Acid. It's a serum, but it's kind of also a primer as well. Used as a last step before makeup, follow with moisturiser if desired. So I'm going to just put this on half the face and see if it makes a difference. You know, it's not claiming huge things, but I quite love that texture. It's really nice. I've used it a few times, but I just want to see if it will make a difference to this foundation or not. And then on this side, I literally just moisturise. I've been travelling quite a bit, and every time I travel, I always end up lacking hydration and kind of skimping on my skincare, which is not good. That side of my face feels so nice. So I'm going to go over this side while this side dries. And as you can see, I've got one huge spot here, and then just basically you could do dot to dot on my face right now is how I am looking, but ooh, lovely. So that is the foundation going on, and I know that I'm super tan right now. My face has always been lighter than my hands, so let's just blend that in. Okay, so can we first of all take a moment for the colour match? I am so happy with that. That's so nice. Obviously it's slightly a hair darker, but I don't mind that at all, because usually I tend to go 3W and much more deeper shades, but that's a really, really good match. I'm trying to just kind of embrace my skin tone. I'm the opposite of most Asian women, to be honest. I prefer to go slightly darker because I just hate the look of any foundation looking ashy. But this, for me, it just matches my face so well. And it is really just evened out my skin tone. Obviously, in terms of this big horrendous spot here, you can still see it. But the spots here, the dot to dots, they are pretty much covered up. I wouldn't go over them with concealer, but I would go over this. I just think it looks really nice. It's a very natural finish foundation. It's not too shiny, but it's not too matte as well. I'm just going to do one more pump, and let's go into this side. feel like my skin is looking really nice. This is, to me, my skin but better, the first impressions. So this is how my face is looking. I'll just come a bit closer to show you guys. Obviously with no other makeup on top. Didn't notice a big difference. I'm trying to see, did I notice a difference? Like, yeah, maybe this side feels a bit more hydrated, but it's not a huge difference. I feel like here, I could probably do with a bit more coverage. And I would say this is definitely a medium coverage. That so far looks really good. The time I apply this foundation is 3 p.m. in the afternoon, and I will be back in hopefully for a check-in, and then at the end of the day to see like how it's worn. Hi guys, I'm back for my checkup. I don't know if that helped or not, but yeah, it's now 13 past 9. So I've had this foundation on for about 6 hours. Let me zoom you in. You know what? I think it's looking okay. So basically today I did some grocery shopping and I've been doing some organising and tidying, mostly editing, like working away on my photos. So it's been a lot of this, and I think you can kind of see that around my mouth here. The foundation has transferred in the last 6 hours. And I feel like my forehead's looking shinier than I perhaps would normally like it to look. But it's nothing unusual for 6 hours wear as well, to be fair. I don't know if I've already said this, but I would say it's definitely like a medium coverage foundation. But yeah, it hasn't oiled up too much. And usually my T-zone does get super oily and it's fine. But I have noticed that some of my foundations come off at the end here. Must have been doing this and touching my face. I have such a bad habit of doing that, honestly. Not bad at all. Like, definitely decent considering I didn't like go over with like powder or not done any touch-ups at all. I will say that I did use, almost by accident, I did use the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. That's because I just have such a bad habit of using it, and I was like, oh, I'm supposed to be testing the wear of this. But then sometimes I think it's better to do that, because if you always use a spray, then that is how it should look to you normally. Do you know what I mean? This is how I would wear it sort of day to day. So yeah, I like it so far. I do like it. I will say, I think because my skin is not where I would want it to be, it's not like I didn't put it on and I wasn't like, wow, like my skin looks amazing, because it is definitely medium coverage, and obviously to get that wow kind of factor, you need more of a full coverage when your skin is not doing the best. But I think it's okay. Now it's kind of going to be more of a test, because I'm about to go and cook. I probably will be back in about 3 or 4 hours, probably 4 or 5. So yeah, this is a 6 hour check-in, and I'm gonna come a bit closer so you guys can see properly. Guys, it's 3:24 in the morning, therefore I've made it to 12 hours of wear test, which is very shocking to me. I might have fallen asleep for a little bit there, but I have to say, I'm not mad at how this foundation is looking. Obviously, around the nose, we have got a complete situation where it's come off here, and it's definitely faded around the mouth area, which I touched on before at my 6 hour check-in, because obviously I was doing this and this and this, and it's looking shinier, much more shiny in the T-zone. But for 12 hours, I think that's pretty good. And I have to say, 9 hours ago, I went on Snapchat and I was like, why is my makeup looking better now than when it first applied? So yeah, my first impressions are, I really like it. I do really like it. It's definitely a bit of me in terms of foundation. Like, it's a more natural satin finish. It's not too dewy or too like bright looking from the get-go. Because I think the foundations that are super dewy, which obviously are better if you've got dry skin, they end up looking quite oily on me. And at the same time, it's not matte at all. In a good way. It's like, whoa, it's like a sort of, if you had to bring the word matte into it, it'd be like a demi-matte or a semi-matte. But even then, I would say it's more of a natural to, yeah, semi-matte-ish finish. And matte only because it's like not glowy, if that makes sense. It sits right in the middle, which is generally my preference. Obviously, I kind of already said this, but because my skin is the way it is right now, I would probably prefer like more coverage, or I'd have to just change where I use this foundation in terms of, I'd probably just have to go with more concealer over my blemishes. But if I want just a nice, even coverage and a colour that matches me really well, then 3N is perfect for me, 3 neutral, rather than 3W0. I'm just going to look a bit closer at the different sides. I can't see a huge difference between this side, which is what I use this on, and this side, honestly. Apart from the fact that it felt more hydrated and it felt better to apply makeup on top of this side. Oh, and I will say as well that when I was doing the rest of my makeup, my skin just felt so like hydrated. The foundation felt really light on the skin, which was lovely. It didn't feel thick or cakey at all. Apart from the fact that if it like kind of felt more hydrated, it probably did hydrate more at the time. In terms of longevity or in terms of this being like a primer, I wouldn't say so. But if you have more dry, dehydrated type of skin, then this would be a really good step to add, just to have a nice base for your makeup and add some more hydration to your skin. I think that's going to be it for my first impressions. Yeah, I've got more makeup content coming on the channel soon. I really miss it. This is my roots and I really miss doing this stuff. So if you enjoyed it, please let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye!